Hi, this is Kathy. And now that we're all done with vacation, I thought that a good subject to talk about that has been in my life is about inspiration. What I'm finding about inspiration, that if you don't act on it right away, write it down, make a note of it, guess what? It just goes. The now moment with inspiration is like, listen and do. Listen to the divine, that still small voice inside that is going to have your back and totally lift you up out of the programming of your mind, because that's where we get in trouble, is we keep doing the same thing in the same way, expecting different results. And it never, you can try and try and try, but you are never going to make change if you don't first go into neutrality and 0 point, and then go into the abstract place. It's just like, that's where the divine resides. Okay, we got our board here, we got our evolution symbol, and we're going to pick 3 cards on what it is for inspiration, and how the cards can support you in choosing inspiration. So the first card that we're choosing for listening to the divine and listening to your inspiration is the 17. And so that these 2 positions, remember, these 2 positions have to do with you and what's reflecting. So this is where we're at. We got the first card, which is the 17, which covers the 2 position of you and what's reflecting. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to pick the second card. The second card is all about what the divine wants you to see. And then these 2 right here, these 2 cards have to do with it's a place of what the divine, hidden things that you're not seeing that the divine wants you to see. And then this position right here has to do with all the particles of possibility coming together to form the working relationship, the listening, and what the divine wants you to share. And so that particular card is okay. We have the 6, and that 6 is working with the divine. It's working with you. And so the last 2 cards we're going to pick is the particles of possibility, moving into the new frequency pattern. And what we're doing this reflection on is you acting on your inspiration, trusting it, and be able to be the person you're meant to be. And so we're going to pick 1 card. Okay, we picked the 20, and the 20 is I'll get to the cards here in a minute, but we're picking 1 to follow it here, the 19, because whenever you have 10, 20, or 30, it's expansive and it needs more information. And so because we picked the 20, we picked the 19 to reflect with it. So I am going to start reading the cards. Okay, you right now, and the reflection is a 17. And the 17 has to do with, it looks almost like a Vesica Pisces. And it's like, it's the 1 and the 7, which are coming together to make an 8. This is where you're gathering all the particles. The 8 is, it's like the natural order of the universe, and what your divine highest reflection that you can get. And so and then we move down into what the divine wants you to know, and the particles of coming together, just streaming in for the divine and you to work. Okay, and then we go to the 20. The 20 is all about divine collaboration. And we could be having, actually, for that divine collaboration, for the reading we're doing, that too is, that 20 is about collaboration. It's about working with, finding people to work with in your life. It's working with the divine. It's kind of all coming together. And then what's reflecting on that, what is going with it is the 19. And if you look at that card right there reminds me of the earth, because you've got the crystals in it, and the crystals always amplify. And so you got the 1 and the 9. This comes to a 10, which is about starting something new, being willing to listen to the inspiration that we're talking about and act on it, because the moment will pass and you will forget what it is that you were going to be seeing. So I'm going to stop the video, and then we'll talk about the cards. Now we're back, and we're back face to face, and we can finish up this video. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards up close and personal. Look, here's the first card, the 17, and look at how all of those circles are starting to merge, because you have moved it up in frequency. You've moved it out of your programming, moved it up in frequency, and now it's starting to form. You got the circles coming together. It's coming into that gray area where you've got the 1 and the 7, which is leadership, 7, which is moving into a new higher frequency, and it all coming together. That's what you are and what your reflection is. Then we're going to move down here to the particles of possibility, and you're going to have the 6. This 6, if you look at the 6, what it's saying is that you can't do things in the same way expecting different results. And so if you choose, the divine is asking you, are you ready to start maybe paring down with relationships that aren't working? And if you look at this red square right here, it's telling you that all those little balloons are going to be popped, and you are going to pare down and be totally in a place of mastery with the 6. This is the awakening level of the 6. This is working with soul family. This is also just getting your affairs in order. And so that's the 6. Then we have 2 cards for the particles of possibility and the particles of probability. We have this 20. Look at how beautiful this card. And then you have that black point right there. It's telling you that hone it in. Just really grab on to what this 20 is telling you. If you have an inspiration, follow it. If you because you're going to fluctuate in vibration. And so what this is telling you is that you're going to have some higher collaborations. That's with the divine. That's with maybe creating something like a new business, or maybe a new home or something. But there's a card that goes with it. And so the card that goes with it is this 19. This beautiful card has to do with the earth, because those crystals come out of the earth. It's telling you that you're ready to master yourself. And and if you look at this circle right here, it is it's just beautiful, because that circle is lighting up. It's saying that you're working with the earth, with the crystals, and the divine, and the light body, which is coming in. And so that is the 19. So just talking about inspiration, just follow the crumbs. When you get an inspiration, act on it, because you won't go wrong if you do. So it's like getting out of your programming, moving into the source energy, and just expressing. Because when you get into the higher levels of the cards, it's all about expression. It's just a really great place to be. So thank you. I love you. It is done. And we will see you for the recording on the 27th. And so we're going from inspiration into resistance. I know all about resistance because I've been in resistance for the last week, and I just went ahead and just really just felt into my divine, put my hands on my heart, and just really embodied what I had to embody. But we'll talk about that on the next. So thank you. I love you. It is done.